Next, we spoke with SBA Director Mark Quinn, who for a brief time is representing both Los Angeles and the Bay Area regions. Mr. Quinn spoke about the needs and differences of the two very diverse marketplaces.
Northern California has a real diverse economy, a lot of technology, a lot of emerging businesses, a real diverse and a little bit of a stronger economy in many ways than other parts of California, certainly than the Central Valley and the Inland Empire. The Bay Area's diversity has really been something that has allowed us to weather, the rest of the state's really difficult economic times. Southern California and the LA area in particular is such an enormous market. I think one of the things that really strikes me in Los Angeles is the scale of Los Angeles and how big that market is and how many organizations there are to work with. So I think that really the opportunity for SBA in Southern California is really to see so many partnering opportunities in LA because it's such a diverse community. LA, not different than San Francisco, but so much bigger. And so as a consequence, I think what we really see is really great opportunities for partnering across the state. Southern California has a tougher economic circumstance, but Northern California, is one that has a little bit more of a resurgent economy. A lot of it is based around the fact that technology has helped weather that. Anytime that you start a small business, the key is really, understanding and doing the planning. And if you really understand your market and you really understand what your product is or your service is, and you really do the homework and really know what you're getting into, it's really not a bad time in the sense that, the economy is tough, but you know what you're facing. In other words, you're coming into a market now that a lot of the difficult times have been really seen. People that are starting businesses now know what they're getting into. If they do their homework, if they have the kind of equity and business management skills, that it's really not a bad time if you really do it. Now, one of the things that's important is that SBA does a lot of work with small businesses in understanding what you're getting into. I think the key is really take advantage of really good advice that SBA and our partners can give you and do the homework. And if you do the homework and you know what you're getting into, you're not getting into a situation where the downside is still not seen. The downside is something we've already experienced.
We put Mr. Quinn on the spot by asking why he works for the SBA.
Why I work for the Small Business Administration is because I get to work with small businesses. That's really the upside of this. You get to see such great stories. About 2 months ago, we gave the Small Business of the Year to one of our great small business stories, La Tortilla Factory in Santa Rosa. And it was a business that started in 1977. Carlos and his family started a taqueria in Santa Rosa, built that into a business that now manufactures tortillas, and they manufacture 1 million tortillas a day. Started with a SBA startup loan in 1977, and now have 300 employees, have such great stories, give back to the community, really are the kind of American success story that you look at, and it kind of makes you feel that this is exactly what America's about. And so working with small business is really the most energizing thing I can imagine doing.